I have never loved my makeup routine more than I do right now, so I want to share it with you. I start by prepping my skin with this Korean skincare infused spray and balm. It's going to hydrate and just create the perfect base for my makeup. Then I move on to the skincare infused glow cushion. You guys, this makeup is absolutely game changing. It is weightless as it goes on, and all of a sudden you have the most beautiful, perfect skin-like look. It's not going to add any texture whatsoever. It truly is undetectable, which is something I've never experienced before. And I love to use multiple shades to create dimension in my face. So I added one all over, and now I'm moving on to a darker one to add kind of a bronzer contoured look around my forehead, underneath my cheekbones. And now I'm using a third shade to brighten and conceal my under eyes and just the center of my face. This is the only makeup I will ever use under my eyes. It is the only makeup product that has never settled, never creased, and just never cracked. I mean, it's absolutely magic. Then I'm going to go in with that darker shade and just contour my nose a little bit. And then I'm going to move on to some blush. I'm using my all-in-one cream palette. I love this palette. It goes super well with these cushions, but honestly, any makeup looks good with the cushion. It works well with any makeup. Add a little bit to my lips. Then I will move on to do my eyes with my favorite eyeshadows, again in this palette. And I'll just do a few different colors just to add dimension. And what I'm doing here with lighter and darker colors is the same thing I'm doing with my face. I'm just contouring it out and making those eyes stand out a little bit more. Add a little bit of a shimmer, blend it all together, then add a little bit of illuminator. And this will give you just the glowiest, most natural look. I'm going to add mascara, and then I will show you this look when it's finished, and then again in natural light so you can see, or I should say harsh lighting. Look at that.
When you are wearing so much makeup, it doesn't look natural. It especially doesn't look natural because hypothetically, you're wearing all this makeup, you're going out, you've got a great day, you look good, you feel good, and you meet a man. And that man says, oh, let me have your phone number. Let's go out on a date. And you go out on a date with that man and you show up, all your makeup, you look so natural, so beautiful, hit it off. At some point down the road, you wake up next to that man and you've got a splotch of makeup, the eyeliner, the cheeks, the bronzer, it's all just like rubbed across his pillowcase, and you don't look anything like how you looked when you were telling him, oh, I'm just natural. Not to mention, it looks incredibly time consuming to put on all that makeup and expensive to put on and buy all that makeup. But also, like, you're just wearing so much crap on your face. Like, when she got to the eyes, like, I was so overwhelmed with like all the amount of layers that she put on her face. And I know that this isn't even like extreme for what some of these girls are doing with like the dabbing that they do, where they like pat it in. This woman's like pretty mellow to all of that, but she does the cheeks, and like we could have been done after that, but then she goes in for the eyes, and it is like a dramatic, smoky, intense eye that nobody asked for. I thought it would be fun to show you all how I put on my makeup, because I think that I have a pretty natural look going on. So we've already covered the lips with my vitamin E oil that I get from CVS. So I've got my little makeup bag here. Let's see. First, we have some Bare Minerals little powder. And I like to put this on when I film, get rid of those shiny parts. Don't wear it every day, but when I'm in front of the camera, the way the lights are, I don't want you being distracted by how shiny I am. Then we're going to do a little Bare Minerals bronzer. Because after I put on that powder, I might be a little a little washed out, so we're gonna put a little color in my cheeks. And then my favorite part, the glitter on my eyes. I like to put mine on with a paintbrush because that's what I had available. I've been wearing glitter on my eyes for like, I don't know, 20 years at this point. But I used to put it on with my finger, you know, like this. And then this past year, as a mature 40-year-old, I decided that it was time to stop putting on my glitter eyeshadow with my finger, because then, you know, you have glitter all over your finger, it gets over everything. So now I have a paintbrush and I just dab it in like that. Little on this side, little on this side. All right, we're ready to go. This is just an easy, natural look. You'll look good in the light. There won't be any glare. You won't be washed out. The glitter is a crowd pleaser. Let me tell you how many people come up to me. That's not true, but it makes me happy. I love the glitter. I swear it opens up my eyes, makes me seem more awake. It negates, it reflects the dark circles so you can't even see them. It doesn't have to be so complicated.
Cha cha cha.